Most people think an expensive fountain pen automatically writes better than a cheap one. And most people are wrong. The difference between a $3 school pen and a $12,000 collector's item has almost nothing to do with how the ink hits the paper. It has everything to do with understanding which level you are on. There are exactly 7 levels of fountain pens. By the end of this video, you will know precisely what you're paying for, and whether you're just buying a fancy brand name. Level 1 is mass market utility, the disposable or school fountain pen. Price tag, $3 to $15. These pens are made of cheap, injection-molded plastic and feature a machine-stamped steel nib. In the United States, we were raised almost exclusively on cheap ballpoints following the Bic revolution of the 1950s, so level 1 is usually a shocking discovery for the average American writer. But make no mistake, these are disposable tools designed to be abused, lost, and forgotten in a cluttered desk drawer. The issue here isn't the ink flow, it's the complete lack of manufacturing tolerances. The nibs have zero personality. They scratch, leak, or bleed uncontrollably through standard notebook paper because the slit in the metal is cut by basic industrial machines, not polished by hand. Anyone writing with a level 1 pen isn't looking for an experience. They just want a tool that costs less than a Starbucks latte. But this is where the brain learns the absolute basics of writing with zero hand pressure, relying entirely on the physical phenomenon of capillary action to draw ink out, rather than the heavy physical friction of a standard grocery store ballpoint. Level 2 introduces the first real everyday upgrade, the workhorse. Price range, $20 to $50. This level is anchored by global icons like the German-made Lamy Safari or the Japanese Pilot Metropolitan. This is where we leave the playground and enter the territory of intentional design. This is the exact level where American college students, journalists, and corporate hustlers switch over when they want to stand out from the sea of generic plastic office pens. The body at this level transitions from flimsy plastic to sturdy ABS resin, or rugged, anodized aerospace-grade aluminum. The steel nibs are no longer just stamped out. They are precisely ground and paired with highly engineered plastic ink feeds that can dynamically regulate internal air pressure, meaning they won't explode or leak when you take them on a cross-country airplane ride for a business trip. Why does this stay at level 2? Because these pens still run on standard proprietary plastic cartridges. They are highly ergonomic and incredibly reliable, but they carry absolutely no social status. They signal to the world, I care about the act of writing, but I am not ready to risk my rent money for a stationary habit. At level 3, we break through the first major psychological barrier. We say goodbye to plastic cartridges forever and enter the realm of the ink enthusiast. Typically running between $60 and $120, this level is defined by demonstrator and built-in piston-filled pens, with the TWSB Eco being the ultimate benchmark. In the American pen community, this is the true gatekeeper level that separates casual writers from hardcore hobbyists. Here, the entire pen body acts as a massive, transparent ink tank. Writing becomes an interactive ritual. You no longer buy basic blue or black ink at a big box office supply store. You choose hand-mixed glass bottles imported from Tokyo or Paris. This level introduces the fascinating world of shading and sheening inks. Inks that actually change color, shifting from deep blue to a metallic emerald sheen as they dry on the page. To get the full effect, users at this level also upgrade their paper, obsessing over ultra-thin Japanese Tomo river paper just to watch how the ink pools. At level 3, it's all about the visual joy of watching liquid motion inside your tool. People at this stage don't buy pens out of necessity anymore. They buy them out of an absolute obsession with chemistry, engineering, and personal expression. Level 4 is the hardest line to cross in the world of writing instruments. The gold nib barrier. Price range, $180 to $350. Pens like the Sailor Pro Gear or the classic Pelikan Souverain M400 utterly dominate this space. In America, this is what collectors call the search for the Grail pen, the ultimate daily writer. Why gold? It is a massive misconception that you are paying for the melt value of the gold itself. The actual precious metal in a standard nib is often worth less than 20 bucks. What you are actually paying for is advanced metallurgy. Gold is naturally far more flexible, elastic, and corrosive-resistant than steel. It reacts directly to the unique micropressures of your hand, cushioning your pen strokes and slowly breaking in to adjust to your specific writing angle over months of use. Japanese brands like Sailor take this to the absolute extreme, offering legendary 21-karat gold nibs that are hand-tuned by master nib smiths whose entire lives are dedicated to the perfect line. American enthusiasts describe the sensation of level 4 as writing on butter. At this level, you aren't buying better basic utility. You are paying for the complete disappearance of resistance between your thoughts and the physical page. Level 5 completely leaves the world of writing mechanics and steps straight into the arena of social hierarchy and corporate power. Price tag: $500 to $1,000. The undisputed heavyweight champion of this level is the Montblanc Meisterstück 149. These pens are deliberately designed to be large, heavy, oversized, and impossible to ignore. They are the exact boardroom equivalent of a luxury watch on your wrist or a tailored suit on Wall Street. In the high-stakes corporate culture of New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles, this pen is rarely used to take casual notes. Doing so is considered an intentional power move known as the executive flex. Instead, it is pulled out with deliberate slow motion to sign major contracts, mergers, and acquisitions. The psychological trigger here is entirely about external status. The iconic white star emblem on the cap, representing the snow-covered peak of Mont Blanc, signals authority, deep heritage, and undeniable financial success before you even write a single word. You are no longer purchasing a fountain pen. You are purchasing an insurance policy for your first impression. People who reach level 6 look at Mont Blanc and smile. This is the exclusive realm of extreme, old-world craftsmanship, rare materials, and deep cultural heritage. Price range: $1,500 to $4,000. Think of legendary Japanese brands like Namiki, which utilize the sacred ancient art of urushi lacquer, or Italian brands like Visconti, which craft pens using actual volcanic lava rock mixed with resin from Mount Etna. An urushi pen is handmade by a single master artisan who applies natural tree sap layer by microscopic layer, drying it in specialized humidity chambers over a period of several months before hand-painting intricate gold dust designs known as maki-e. There is absolutely no mass-market, assembly line, or automation here. The utility of the object has shifted completely. You are carrying a museum-grade piece of fine art in your jacket pocket. It acts as a secret code among high-net-worth connoisseurs and Silicon Valley tech founders who instantly recognize the difference between loud, mainstream branding and quiet, hyper-premium luxury. Level 7 is the absolute top of the ladder. Custom-made artifacts, bespoke commissions, and hyper-limited vault editions. Price tag: $5,000 to well over $50,000. Examples include the ultra-rare Mont Blanc artisan editions or completely custom creations carved from solid meteorite stone, ancient mammoth ivory, or encrusted with flawless diamonds. At this final level, nobody is actually writing. These pieces sit inside climate-controlled safes owned by elite hedge fund managers, tech billionaires, and private collectors in Manhattan, London, and Hong Kong. They are no longer writing tools in any sense of the word. They are an alternative, highly liquid asset class used to park wealth, much like high-end modern art or rare vintage wine. They are the ultimate psychological statement that you have beaten the game of money so thoroughly, you are perfectly willing to spend the price of a luxury Tesla on an object whose basic physical function could be completely replaced by a 50-cent plastic ballpoint pen.